Jacqueline, a PG&E spokesperson, tells me that nearly 800,000 people could be affected by the shutdown, and it could last up to 7 days. Dining on campus has changed an immense amount in just a semester's time. Students are craving more variety and more access to food. Approximately 1.1 million of Americans are infected with AIDS. Santa Clara County's Department of Public Health has several initiatives to help patients deal with HIV, as well as help honor those that have been lost to the virus. Summer notifications are the ultimate reason why students get their classes dropped, since they aren't regularly checking their accounts. By the time these students find out there's an issue, it was already too late.
Currently, the grad is under construction, but leases are out and ready to be signed. The new complex is on the corner of San Carlos and 2nd Street. The apartment can house 1,039 residents.
We're a 19-story high-rise right in the middle of downtown, and we're going to have a large amenity deck for students, so resort-style pool, hot tub, jumbotron, fitness center.
The living space is available to anyone who signs the rental agreement, but is mainly marketed to students since there's demand for housing near the university. As with the campus dorms, all utilities are included in the monthly rent. The grad offers several different housing options from single rooms to double rooms.
It's really hard to find housing in downtown San Jose because it's so impacted and its prices are just crazy and always rising.
The on-campus dorms is still the main source of student housing, but some students were denied even this year.
I think we've had a problem for the past couple of years not having enough housing for all students.
There are other housing options close to campus, but the grad will be a good contribution with its close proximity to campus and all-inclusive rent. Alvarez said the pricing is similar to the dorms and is cheaper depending on the chosen floor plan. The rent prices will vary from $1,075 to $2,350.
The official move-in date for the grad apartments is August 15th, and even though they're not at max capacity yet, they are signing leases every day. On campus, Madison Montoya, Update News. A student who enters as a freshman can plan on 4 years at San Jose State. But the system is a little different for nursing students, as they have to apply all over again in 2 years.
Nursing is one of the most competitive majors, not only on campus, but across the major. Students are accepted as pre-nursing majors with no guarantee that they will get into a nursing program.
So it's definitely very stressful when you're just doing your prerequisites and you're not even in the program yet because you're not in the program yet.
Sophomore pre-nursing major Shaked Kalmanovich is preparing to apply next semester.
But for us, it's very much like junior and senior year of high school where you need to get the best grades that you can for your GPA.
The SJSU nursing program enrolls 60 students per semester and accepts transfers only in the fall, making it even more competitive. The pre-nursing students are forced to keep their options open when applying to school, which means many of them will have to say goodbye to San Jose State after 2 years.
The pathway to becoming a nurse is a difficult one, as it is very competitive and students are forced to do extra work so they can stand out amongst other applicants.
Senior Kelsey Steele realized in the middle of her sophomore year that the process was going to be too difficult and switched to health science.
Once I decided that I wasn't going to meet the prerequisites for pre-nursing, I switched to public health and took a different path to nursing to go to an accelerated nursing after I graduate with public health.
Steele currently works as a nursing assistant and plans on applying to nursing school after she earns her BS in health science. Other options could be trade school or nursing school post-baccalaureate. The work does not stop once one is accepted into nursing school, as it is like a full-time job. Nursing students are required to do clinicals twice a week at a hospital, which can range up to 10 hours. Education has always been separated between private, charter, and public. But now inequality is becoming more relevant within the public school system, according to the San Jose-based Innovative Public Schools report. Students from affluent areas are benefiting from technology advances and better teachers, whereas lower-income schools are providing a completely different experience, according to middle school teacher Patrick Aguayo.
And teachers themselves were just like, we just need to get through this together. It wasn't even like a I expect more from you situation. It's just like, this is what you've been dealt and like kind of go for it.
Aguayo says he noticed a complete difference in the students' mentality when he was completing his student teaching. Students from Rolling Hills Middle School in Los Gatos are already thinking of college, whereas students from lower income areas are just trying to get through their classes. The public schools report published in 2017 showed that only 34% of low-income students in the Bay Area met the state English standards.
I just think the whole equality versus equity, where like if you give a higher income school like the same amount that you're giving the lower income, like the higher income is still going to succeed.
The issue is that higher income areas are taxed more, so there is always going to be more funding being poured into their schools. San Jose State senior Cole Half went to public school in the Bay Area, but was shocked at the difference between schools when he started coaching at Del Mar High School in San Jose.
So my high school experience was definitely a lot different. There was just a lot more engagement with the faculty, and it was very apparent that these kids were on their own compared.
The Bay Area education system is not failing these kids, but there is little indication that this inequality problem will be fixed anytime soon. In San Jose, Madison Montoya, Update News. Hopefully some new legislation will be passed to help the income disparity, with the education system.
Yeah, hopefully.
Spartan football was on a bye week this past weekend after playing on the islands of Hawaii the week before. The game took place back on November 9th at Aloha Stadium against the Hawaii Rainbow Warriors. You could feel the moisture in the air as the Spartans held Hawaii to a close game, but ultimately fell by the score of 42-40. Thanks, Jay, for that report. When home doesn't feel like home anymore. One Bay Area graduate whose dreams of creating a life in his home state fizzles out and is forced to move out of what he has always called home. San Jose State men's water polo team had its last regular game of the season at the Spartan Recreation and Aquatic Center on Saturday. It was senior day, and the team faced number 4 University of Pacific in an exciting but challenging game despite the 13-8 loss. Jessica Jimenez reports.